Will it be alright if we record this?
I suppose.
Okay, here's a copy of our questions so you can be prepared. So Hamlet, we just wanted to ask you a few questions about your life and how you came to be.
What do you mean?
You know, just your name is so famous out there. People would like to know more about you, like your home, your life, things like that.
Oh, all right. What would you like to know?
How about we start with your family? You know, how were they?
I looked up to all of my family members. My father most of all. My mother was misguided, but I did care for her.
Misguided? That's an interesting choice of words. Could you tell me what you mean by that?
I thought it was obvious. After all, you do know the facts of my life.
Yes, but we want to hear it from you. After all, it's better to make sure we have all the facts right about what happened.
You should have heard it from Horatio then.
Again, we did, but we want to hear it from you. No point in taking things as truth unless we hear it from the source.
I suppose. If you must know. She's misguided because she betrayed me, my father, and got with my uncle. He tricked her, and she needed to repent for her actions.
But you didn't want to hurt her. I mean, you did say you loved her.
I felt so much anger to her. After all, she raised me well. No, I didn't want to hurt her. I just wanted her to see what she had done, to show her the error of her ways and why she should not have been with my uncle. Besides, my father did not wish any harm to come for her either.
Your father?
But he was dead, correct? That's the reason you went on this quest for revenge.
Yes, he is. But it is for my father that I did this quest. He asked this of me before I even knew the truth of his murder.
Well, he asked this of you? Was there a note or something?
No. You see, he came to me. My father, even in death, knew of our bond and thought I would avenge him. He came to me in the dead of night and told me that what had happened, how my uncle dripped poison into his ears and stole his wife.
Are you positive you saw his ghost, or are you sure you weren't just tired and grieving your anger towards your uncle, which caused you to see this?
No, it was him. It was my father.
I believe you, okay? We don't mean to offend you. It's just hard to believe. You see, did your father tell you to kill all those people? Laertes, Polonius, Rosencrantz, Guildenstern.
Ophelia and your mother Gertrude.
My mother and Ophelia were victims of the taint that followed my uncle in the fight against him. Their deaths were not my fault. As for Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, they were in the way. Those sponges needed to be disposed of, for they had soaked up too much water to be used anymore.
And Polonius and Laertes?
Laertes was just as I. He wished to avenge Ophelia and fell due to the madness of Claudius. As for Polonius, the man was a rat, sticking his nose in which it didn't belong. It was not my fault that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Can I ask why you were so quick to attack him?
Yeah, especially when you procrastinated so much when it came to your uncle.
Well, I thought he was Claudius. I thought I had caught him sinning, which is why I needed to plan so much. It was only right that he dies while sinning, so he had no chance to heaven.
I see. That's interesting. I am curious, though.
About?
Well, why did you drag Polonius's body around? You didn't have to, from what I understand. Everyone was convinced of your insanity.
No one can seem too crazy, right?
Like the icing on top of your plan, right?
Not exactly. Claudius' death was the icing. Polonius was just a necessary ingredient.
Interesting. I think this is good for now. I believe this is all the time we have with you, so thank you for giving us your insight.